What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So the last month has been really hectic with work and I've really been reaching for more takeaways and quick but not very healthy foods. Especially since I've recently found this cafe that does legit Hainanese chicken rice. If you know, you know. And I've also been working on a healthy chewy cookie recipe. I've just made my third batch and I think I've finally gotten the consistency right, but it also basically means that I've eaten 3 batches of the cookies that I made. I have no regrets at all because all of the food was so good and you do what you gotta do when you're under the pump, but I'm definitely feeling a little heavier than I normally do. So I thought I would do a little mini series and take you guys along as I get back on track and share with you guys what I eat in a day to lose weight. I love watching these kinds of videos because it kind of gives you ideas for your meals that you could try. Just keep in mind that I'm only 154 centimeters tall or 5 feet, so my meal plan is based on 1,200 calories in a day, which is acceptable for my size and my activity levels, but you can always adjust portion sizes to suit yourself. I'm actually filming this intro the next day to when I actually filmed my meals, but the day before that I had a really meaty dinner. I made these delicious spicy Korean pork ribs, which I also topped with mozzarella cheese, which was so excessive but so delicious at the same time. So on the day that I filmed this, I was really feeling like having more plant-based meals. To gauge my calories, I'm using the MyFitnessPal app, and instead of tracking my meals throughout the day, I like to plan them the day before so that I know what I'm gonna eat and cook that's within that 1,200 calorie mark. Okay, so let's get into this what I eat in a day to lose weight as a petite 5 foot tall person. I started the day with these healthy banana pancakes topped with sliced strawberries. I had this with an almond milk latte, and altogether this came to 283 calories for breakfast. To make the pancakes, I'm taking this very ripe looking banana and adding it to a bowl, then cracking in an egg. Oop, got it. Then just mash and mix them up well with a fork. The more ripe your banana is, the sweeter it will be and the more delicious. So when I get bananas, I low-key leave 1 or 2 of them close to the brink of death so that I can make them into pancakes. Once they're all mashed, add in a level tablespoon of flour, mix it in well, then add a 2nd tablespoon of flour and combine it till it's a smooth batter. And that's an easy and healthy pancake batter. I'm using a good non-stick pan to cook the pancakes so I don't have to add any extra oil. Make sure it's well heated up before you spoon in your batter. Use your spatula to spread it out in an even layer. Just like normal pancake batter, once you start seeing some bubbles emerge from the batter, test the edge, and if it's well set, you can flip the pancake. Whoop, good one. I made this into 3 pancakes because that's a nice satisfying stack to cut into. Once you have your pancake stack on a plate, I topped it with 3 sliced strawberries, and using stevia as a low-calorie sweetener, I dusted on 1 teaspoon of stevia over the pancakes. I ate this with a latte on the side using a Nespresso Caramelito capsule. I love this flavor the most, and topped it with 1/3 of a cup of oat milk. This was a super satisfying breakfast, and again, with the coffee, this was 283 calories in total. For lunch, I had a loaded baked sweet potato topped with shredded mozzarella cheese. This was a super filling lunch and came to 380 calories. This was really easy to make. This sweet potato I had was huge, so I sliced it in half and weighed it. It was 230 grams. I sliced that in half lengthwise. I did this kind of unevenly, so later you'll see me cut the bigger piece again, and to make it cook faster, I'm slicing these crisscross cuts into the pieces. I baked it in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius till it was soft when I poked it with a fork. While that's baking, I diced 5 cherry tomatoes into a small bowl. And opened and rinsed a can of 4 bean mix and added a third of the can to the tomatoes. Then I snipped a bunch of fresh basil off my basil plant. Honestly, that plant is a real MVP because it grows like crazy and it's super low maintenance. I like to pluck the leaves and layer them on top of each other, then use a pair of scissors to snip them into strips straight into my mixture. Mix it up well. Then season with salt and pepper and give a couple more turns, and I leave it to marinate while the potatoes are cooking. The basil really infuses into the tomatoes and beans, and it gets really tasty. Once the potatoes are cooked and transferred onto a plate, I toss on the mixture and top it off with 25 grams of shredded mozzarella cheese. Then I pop it into the microwave for about a minute until the cheese is melted on top. This was super yummy and filling, and again, it was 380 calories in total. In the afternoon, I did a short 10-minute workout because I barely move when I'm working from home. When I do get up from my desk, I think I move at most about 3 meters at a time because our living area is kinda compact. I'll link the workout I did in the cards in the top right corner in case you're keen to check it out. After that, I had a quick snack, a matcha latte using oat milk, and a small handful of cherry tomatoes, which was 55 calories in total. For dinner, I had stir-fried veggie noodles topped with a fried egg, which was 348 calories in total. I like keeping these ingredients on hand because this is a really quick meal to make and it keeps really well in the fridge for batch cooking. I'm using carrots and broccoli in this stir fry, and of course you can chop your carrots however you like, but for noodles I really like to julienne them because they meld really well with the noodles when you're eating them, so it feels like you're eating more noodles than you really are. Here I'm julienning 2 large carrots, and then cutting a medium head of broccoli into florets and slicing up the stems and separating these with the carrots. Once you have it all chopped up, I'm boiling 2 pieces of noodles. These are the plain 2-minute type, and it's an awesome pantry staple for making super quick meals. Then I heat up 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a pan and add a tablespoon of minced garlic. Throw in the carrots and stems to cook first for a few minutes. I find these take a little longer to cook than the florets. Then throw in the florets and toss to cook. After the florets have had a couple of minutes to cook, toss in the drained noodles. Then season with 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, then 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Dark soy sauce adds a little more color, and I feel like it's not as salty as light soy sauce, but it has a deeper flavor. Toss the noodles and veggie well till evenly coated. And that makes 4 serves of this stir-fried noodles. I've kept 3 serves for the next few days in this large container, and I've dished out 1 serve for my dinner, and I'm frying an egg to add on top. This was really quick to make and a really satisfying meal. After dinner, I just had a sliced up navel orange and about 2 cups of cut up watermelon for dessert, which came to a total of 126 calories. Okay, so let's do a quick review of my full day of eating and also check out the macros and micronutrients. My total calories came in at 1,193 calories, which is just 7 calories off from the 1,200 goal. In terms of calories per meal, I have a heavier lunch and dinner. In terms of macros, I'm a little heavier on the carbs and a little light on fat and protein. That's something I'll try to balance out better for next time. I just really do love eating carbs the most. Anyone else feel that way too? In the nutrient breakdown, it's pretty much reflected here too. I really like fruit, so you can see I ate a lot of fiber and also a little more sugar than the app recommends. I'm also a little over in cholesterol, but that's from eating just 2 eggs. And I had heaps of vitamins and calcium. This breakdown doesn't really bother me too much. It's important to remember these are just guidelines, so I don't stress too much if I know it's gonna even out with what I eat over the next couple of weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe because it really helps to support my channel. And I'll be back with the 2nd episode in this mini-series next week, so stay tuned to check that out. I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!